I would like to ask the Chief Minister if he will make a statement on the data sharing Memorandum of Understanding with the United Kingdom on the exchange of immigration, travel and passport information.
I call on the Chief Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr. President. In response to the Honourable Member for Garff, Mrs Caine, the Data Sharing Memorandum of Understanding establishes an overarching framework and specifies the provisions, relationships, responsibilities and conditions to facilitate the exchange of information between the Isle of Man and United Kingdom governments. The purpose of this Data Sharing Memorandum of Understanding is to preserve and strengthen the common travel area by assisting in the administration and enforcement of the respective border, customs, immigration, citizenship and passport laws, policies and procedures of the participants, and to protect the public by preventing or detecting crime in the participants' jurisdictions. The sharing of information between the territories of the common travel area is an important component of maintaining fair and effective immigration controls, securing their borders and protecting the public, utilising exchanged information to administer justice, exercising functions or to assist in the prevention or detection of immigration abuses and/or of crime and/or the prosecution of offenders, maintaining the ability for legitimate persons to travel throughout the common travel area without hindrance. The Data Sharing Memorandum of Understanding was signed on the 10th of October 2017 by myself as Chief Minister for the Isle of Man Government and Brandon Lewis MP, Secretary of State for the Home Department of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The Data Sharing Memorandum of Understanding will be laid before November Tynwald.
Honourable Member Mrs Caine.
Thank you, Mr. President. I find it disappointing the Chief Minister comes before us today with the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding with the UK a fait accompli, when honourable members will have to wait a month to see the details of that MOU, despite a clear undertaking given when enabling legislation was passed to bring the Isle of Man within the UK's e-borders for the purposes of international travel. There was a clear commitment to go out to public consultation and to lay it before Tynwald approval. Can the Chief Minister please explain why this administration has dispensed with that requirement?
Chief Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr. President. Certainly. Advice was sought from HM Attorney General's chambers, who could not identify any other MOU which had been subject to public consultation and thought it would be very unusual for this to happen. Her Majesty's Attorney General Chambers advised that one of the main reasons for having an MOU would be confidentiality. In international law, an MOU is not a treaty, and therefore there would generally be no national or international requirement to publish it or consult upon it. It was, however, recognised that there may be a legitimate expectation that there would be consultation following a press release from the then Chief Minister in 2010. Council therefore agreed at its meeting in October 2015 that an announcement was to be placed on the government website stating that the government did not intend to consult for the following reasons. It is the policy of the current administration to enter into MOUs with other jurisdictions without public consultation, to maintain confidentiality of negotiations. It would cause unnecessary delays, and the MOU is not a change of passport, immigration or nationality policy, but is merely a formal recognition of existing operational arrangements. The signed MOU will be laid before Tynwald in October.
Honourable Member Mrs Caine.
Thank you, Mr. President. I find it strange that such an important announcement of a policy change by this administration was put on a website and not communicated directly to members. That seems unusual. But if the Chief Minister is saying it's not a change of arrangements but a recognition of existing practices, if it enforces existing arrangements, can I ask the Chief Minister to confirm if this MOU will result in foreign visitors' data being sent to the UK Home Office data centre? My understanding is that at present, if someone flies direct from Europe, from Geneva for instance, that information is not collected or passed on. Will their data be shared if this Memorandum of Understanding comes in?
Chief Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr. President. This Memorandum of Understanding will allow, pursuant to relevant annexes, for the bulk electronic sharing of passenger data between the participants on persons arriving into the Isle of Man from a destination outside the common travel area or departing from the Isle of Man to a destination outside the common travel area, and the exchange of information on a case-by-case basis on persons of interest travelling Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I've lost my place. Travelling journeys within the common travel area who pose a particular risk or in connection with the detection, investigation or prosecution of a serious crime.
Honourable Member for Ramsey, Mr. Hooper.
Thank you, Mr. President. As the Chief Minister's just outlined, this will be in relation to bulk sharing of data. Can he confirm if the MOU or indeed the current arrangements are compliant with the upcoming GDPR, which will be in force from 2018?
Chief Minister.
I think we're stretching it a little bit, Mr. President. I'm more than happy to have that looked into, and I will circulate an answer to all honourable members of Tim Moulton.